So I went to go see The Evil Dead. It should probably be called kind of The Evil Boring a little bit. Like it wasn't scary as they try to make it out to be. Um, it was gory and it was nasty, but I didn't feel scared. You know how you watch some movies, some scary movies, particularly ones that end and begin in a church or some cornfield backwoods house, and you kind of get the feeling that you kind of need to go home and pray before before whatever was on that screen gets inside of you. This is not one of those movies. Although this is a movie about that. This movie is about uh, them conjuring up a spirit, a demon, and it getting inside of this woman initially, and she just spreads it to everybody. But let me tell you the difference between white people and black people in a scary movie. um, these white people went to a cabin in the woods, an abandoned cabin in the woods, to help one of their friends and one of their sisters get over a drug problem. She's been here before. They took one of her friends was a registered nurse. That doesn't make that a rehab clinic. That's what's so crazy about it. It was just a weird concept. Like, who goes to the woods to get over drugs? You need to be someplace. You could die. If you've been doing cocaine and you just stop cold turkey, you could die. So, I didn't understand that, but this registered nurse was trying to make us believe she knew what was going on. But anyway, um, they go to this cabin that was abandoned, actually burned, and the girl who's recovering from drugs says it smells like blood and death and stank and shame in here. What's going on? And they're like, oh, that's just the withdrawal making you smell that. What the fuck? So anyway, the dog discovers that there's something under the cabin, of course, and the something under the cabin is a cellar. No, here's where black people and white people differ. White people open the cellar door, climb down the stairs. The first step to the cellar door bends because the wood is rotted, and he says, be careful, these stairs are rotten. But he proceeds. And he goes down, and it's dark, and he says, it looks like it's probably something behind that door right there, which is like a good little distance away. And of course, they go to the door, they open the door, and inside the room is a burnt post where they burned and killed somebody, but the body's been dissolved, and dead cats that are dead and just hanging, and just kind of a gory, ugly scene. And they find the book, and they open the book, and the book says in English, don't read this book. That's the first page. Don't read this book. Don't read it. Don't think it. Don't say the name out loud. Don't write it. And what does one person do? They take the book. The book was sealed with barbed wire and inside of a garbage bag, sealed and tightly wrapped. But that doesn't stop white people. So he goes inside, he opens the daggone thing, pulls back the barbed wire, and reads the book. First page says, don't open the book. Second page says, you will die if you read this book. Third page says, don't say the name, write it or say it, see it, speak it, fart it. Don't do it. And what does he do? He takes a piece of paper that happens to be handy in this abandoned cabin. And he takes a pencil that also happens to be handy. And he scribbles over the letters that they're saying don't say out loud. And as he scribbles over the, leaves a little highlight. As he does that, he says each word out loud. And as he does, of course, what's to happen? He conjures up the demon. Now that's what the white folks did in this movie. Let me tell you how it would have gone if it was just some black folks in the cabin in the wood. It would have never happened. Because black folks don't go to the cabins in the woods, in the dark, in the back, in the corner, where there's no electricity. If you can't get your cell phone, Black folks ain't going. If you can't get your 102.3s, your KMOJ radio stations, which one, whichever the black station is in your town, if you can't get it, you know you go. That's how black people know they've gone out of their territory. If they can't get their black radio stations, gone too far, turn it around, not going any further. So black folks, if black folks would have been in this movie, and of course, if they would have gone, I don't think they would have gone, but if they would have gone, it would have been like this. I smell blood. I smell death. You do? Where? Here. Here? Yeah. In this building? Yeah. Oh, let's go. It would have been a wrap. Nobody, when the dog pulled back the rug and found that cellar door and saw that there was blood leading to the cellar door, and somebody would have said to those black folks, then what did y'all do next? Nothing. We here telling you that's what we saw. We didn't see nothing else. Y'all didn't open up the cellar door? Hell to the no. Y'all didn't walk down the stairs? Nope. Y'all didn't go a little further and open up a door that says don't open? Sure did not. You mean to tell me you went all the way to the cabin in the woods, saw that there was blood on the floor, and you didn't go down into the cellar? Yes, I didn't. Honey? Mm-mm. So I didn't understand that. The guy who conjured up the spirits, he got killed at least 4 times. This motherfucker was stabbed in his heart and lived. Everybody who got like these obviously killing wounds, like nails to the head. You still talking? You still got frontal lobe movement? One chick sawed her arm off with a turkey electric knife. I didn't even know a electric knife could cut through bone like that. It don't never cut my turkey bones like that. When the hell can it go through a arm bone? She did it without flinching. How you cut your arm off? Let me tell you something. Now I have cut my finger accidentally when using an electric knife, and I almost fainted from the pain and the blood that I thought was gonna happen. I don't know how you go through your whole arm with an electric knife and with your left. Like, I don't get it. But anyway, peoples was stabbed in the heart. Peoples was sewing off, knifing off their faces and living. Said, and the movie ended 20 times. And guess who the bitch that lived? Don't it always happen like this? They went into the cabin in the woods to help save the life of one, and she the only one to come out the damn cabin. Ain't it so? The drug addict, the one who barely got life to live for, the only one in the group who don't have a job. That bitch live. Go figure. Black folks, did you go into the woods and go into the cabin that was burnt to the crisp when you got there and saw that there was blood on the floor being covered up by a rug, and then saw that there was no electricity and that everybody looked like they was going to die if they went any further into the cabin? Yes, I didn't. Black folks don't do that. It's just, I don't know. I didn't really think that it was like all that. They've been hyping it up. It really ended at least 8 times. So seriously, like people got up a couple times thinking it was over, and then sat back down. One couple said, "Listen, I can't. How many times is this bitch gonna die? I can't. I just can't. I'm gone. I'm gone." One couple left about 10 minutes before the movie for real ended, but it just kept ending over and over and over again. Ugh, hated it.